What's happening, everybody? How y'all doing? So today, March 14th, it makes it a year that my grandfather is not here in physical form. And, I didn't even want to make a video this morning, right? Because I was in my feelings. But going through all of this stuff, right, I've learned so much, right? And one of the things that I've learned is that it's okay to be angry. It's okay. We're human. It's okay to be angry. The problem is staying angry. See, when you are in an anger state, you are providing the atmosphere for the devil. The devil wants you to stay angry because when you're angry, you lose sight of everything. You lose sight of everything. Think about how the prison system is filled of people who let a moment of anger throw their whole life away. Now, you can be angry because that is a human feeling. It's what you do with the anger. It's what you do after the anger. My grandfather used to always tell me, don't let the sun go down on your wrath. Don't go to sleep mad because, tomorrow's not promised. And, I tried to apply that in my life, and I failed numerous times because, there's many a nights that I've went to sleep angry, right? But the foundation for that thought process was there. And I found out that when I'm constantly mad, when I'm constantly angry, the person who made me angry or the incident that made me angry, it controlled me. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I have had some people in my life that the mere mention of their name, I get all hot inside. You know what I'm saying? Like I physically have a reaction when you say this name, right? And what I start to learn, you know what I'm saying, is that I have every right to be angry. But staying in that anger will mess around and have you block your blessings. It's just like every year you have these goals that you're going to accomplish. You're going to be a better person. You're going to be this, that, and the other, whatever the case may be, right? Then on that course, it feels like you keep failing at the same thing. You told yourself, you know what? I'm not going to let nobody, you know what I'm saying, blah, 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 and this, that, and other, blah, blah, blah. But it seems like every year around the same time, you always fail. That's because you have a lot of unresolved anger. There's people who are doing life right now. They're in their 20s, their 30s, their 40s, shoot, some even in their 60s, 70s, right? They're doing life right now, still holding on to anger from 30 years prior. There's people out there that still use, you know what I'm saying, the anger or the hatred that they have towards their parents in their current position, right? And so they say, okay, I'm angry at this. I'm never going to be this and blah, 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 blah. But what you fail to realize is the very thing that you hate, you become. If you had an issue with your mother, right? And you like, oh man, I can't stand her. She this, that, and other. Then you have kids. You find yourself repeating those same patterns. And sometimes you might say, okay, my parents was too hard on me. So when I have kids, I'm not going to do that, this, that, and the other, and blah, 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 right? Because you're still holding on to that anger, now your kids are messed up because you don't want to give them no discipline and structure because you're still holding on to the anger that you have from back then. And I always say, God will not bless who you pretend to be. A lot of people, let's say they go to the mall, they got on Gucci, they got on all of this stuff. They look good on the outside, right? And people will look at them and be like, man, look at them. They got it going on. Look, this, that, and other. But they don't know that underneath all of that stuff, they're the saddest people. And that's why they do what they do. That's why they have to show off so much, right? Because they are so afraid of people really seeing how they feel. So they go up and they dressed up, they this, that, and the other, and they like, yeah, I gotta show them, right? But when you live for the applause, you die by the criticism. And sometimes it stems right back to them not letting go of anger. You can be angry at an old relationship. You got every right to be, like I said. Then you go on to your next phase, right? And then you take on that, I ain't getting in no more relationships, or I got one more relationship in me, and blah, 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 right? You say all of that stuff that people say, right? But you never fully give yourself a chance to succeed because you're still holding on. You still holding on. And what really makes you mad is when you see that person that you used to be with, they didn't went on and it looks like they're flourishing. And here you are, you still stuck because they hurt you. They hurt you and you're angry that they hurt you. So now you are a walking billboard of anger. And like I said before, that's what the devil wants you to be. He wants you to be angry. He wants you to be angry. You know, like I said, I was in the military and, during boot camp, the object was to break you down, to get you to the point, because once so broken down and it feels like, okay, now we got you broken down. Now we're going to build you up into what we want you to be. You came in here a civilian, you are going to be a soldier now. So we had to break you down, get you to such a place. Now we're going to build you up to what we, want you to be. And that's how a lot of people do life. See, I was one of the ones, listen, I was so comfortable within myself that I knew how to play the game, but my morals and values never changed, right? They never changed. But there are people out there who have allowed this life to break them down. And you know how they build themselves back up? They build themselves back up to their circle and who they think that circle wants them to be. It is so many people who have stunted their growth trying to appease the people around them. You know why? Because they have issues of abandonment. So because they have issues of abandonment, now they are in these situations and they promise themselves, I would never leave. I'm never going to leave. So you have endured all of this hurt, heart, and pain. And then the people that really love you and show you love, you treat them the worst. You know why? Because your anger, it consumes you so much that the people that's really showing you love, that's foreign to you because you're holding on to the anger. So the people that treat you the worst, those are the ones that you run after because that's familiar to you. You were in a bad relationship and this person beat you down mentally, sometimes physically. And what do you find yourself doing? You seek that same type of treatment because you have not let go of the anger from the other one. So I just wanted to make this video, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully it helps somebody out there because like I said, I was in my feelings today. I was in my feelings today and I really felt bad about being in my feelings because, I know that my grandfather would not want me to be sitting around sad. And I know that. And because I am sad, I felt like, man, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to disappoint him in this, that, and other. But no, it's okay. It's okay. You just can't stay there. I took my morning to be in my feelings. To like really be in my feelings. But after that, I had to dust myself off and I had to think about the good things. You know what I'm saying? My grandfather got to see me walking into my destiny. And that was major for me. That was major for me. I wanted him to see all of the sacrifices that he had to make for me pay off. And I'm here and I'm walking in it. So my message to anybody out there is, don't stay in anger. When you stay in anger, not only do you block your blessings, but you create an atmosphere for the devil to thrive.